This is the Grind to Greatness, episode 49. So sorry I haven't been posting much recently, guys. As you know, I have been nursing back this quad injury and I'm still reintegrating fully into training. And that has just been me mostly going to my team training sessions and not doing that much individual training on the side. But I was able to get this very quick half an hour session in. Just basically worked on only juggling and wall juggling as well. I did this session because I wanted to test out doing two sessions in one day. I had a team training earlier in the day, about a couple hours before this, and I just wanted to get some more touches on the ball and see how my quad was feeling as well. And I wanted to make sure that I didn't push it too much because I have a tendency to re-injure myself after my initial injuries, which is not good. So I didn't want to be an idiot and train too hard and re-injure myself. So that's why this session was so short, but it was still pretty good, pretty valuable. Got a lot of touches on the ball, and wall juggling is just fun. So I'm glad I was able to do it. So let's hop straight into the session. So this portion of wall at a high school near me is the best wall that I could find that has some grass near it. And at the start of this training session, I started out in this area, but I moved after about 15 minutes. You'll be able to see a little later because the ground here, you can't really tell, but it's super rooty and there's a bunch of twigs and stuff everywhere and it's not great. And I don't know why it didn't look like 15 feet to the left where I ended up moving later in the session, but yeah, so I started out with this wall here. Obviously just started out with some juggling, just warming up, trying out different skills and just having a little bit of fun. After that quick warm up, it was just hopping straight into the main part of the session, which is just straight wall juggling. I tried out some two touch, some free touch, just trying to use a bunch of different parts of my feet, and also especially trying to use my left foot because that's one thing that I really struggle with in terms of my first touch and my passing and control in the air is with my left foot. So I think it's very important that you should use both feet when you're doing this type of drill. You should try to be creative, try to have fun with it, and try to work on your weaknesses because that's what this individual training is for. There's no pressure and there's no consequences if you make mistakes. So this is where you should be trying to make the most mistakes in a constructive way. I haven't done this type of session for a while and I forgot how much I liked it, so I will definitely be doing more of these in the future. But yeah, I wasn't at my 100% best today, but that's all right. That's what this is about. I'll show you guys some of the failures, some of the better reps that I had. But yeah, we're going to be working on this a lot in the future for sure because my first touch is definitely something that can use a lot of work, and this is perfect for that. And here, this is when I realized that I could literally move like 15 feet to the left and have an area that was not covered in roots. And so then I did that. The only issue here that could be bad was that I didn't want to hit this kind of electrical box looking thing with the ball, but I trusted myself enough to not hit it, even though I did end up actually hitting it and nothing went bad, so it was fine anyway. Especially when I moved here out to the left, I made quite a few mistakes. I was trying to use my left foot quite a lot and just get better with that, and that came with a lot of mistakes, which was a little bit frustrating, but that's all right. That's why I was doing this session. That's why I'm working on this stuff. But I ended up just sitting here on this wall for about another 10 minutes after I moved, and that was the end of the session there. Obviously, we're gonna hop into the stretching now and getting back in the car. And I've actually added in a couple of stretches recently. You might have seen it. I haven't really talked about it, but since I strained my quad, I want to make sure that I do not strain it ever again if possible. And I realized that I didn't actually do that really any quad focused stretches after my sessions, and perhaps that's a reason why it was so tight. So added in these new stretches here, as you'll see, and those are really good. Make sure you stretch after your sessions. It's really important. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in episode 50.